Hey everyone, it's Zai and I'm 6 months on T. Before we get started, I want to let you guys know to check out my website. The link will be in my little description down here. I'm writing like blogs and crap like that pertaining to like my transition and other things. But yeah, so I've had some surprising changes happen so far. Um, I'm going to compare my changes to pre-T. I know in my 5 month video I said something like people don't misgender me anymore. Well, in the past month, it went back from people not misgendering me to people misgendering me again. And I don't know how. I am assuming it's because I trimmed this part of my neck beard. I'm gonna just start from the top to bottom, cool? So the first thing I noticed from pre-T versus now is my hairline has changed a lot. It dropped here, and it mostly dropped from month 5 to 6. Like significantly, like it scared me, and I'm still kind of scared. And also, my hair on top is falling the fuck out. I'm not even joking, y'all. This is not a drill. I don't want to go bald. Please help me. If I go like this and pull my fingers through, I get like hairs that came out by the root like every day now for the last month or two, and I'm terrified, y'all. But sure, I'll be fine. I'm sure I'm not going bald yet, but it's definitely masculinizing. And I edged it up a little because it was like a patch. It was falling back my hairline here, and it was looking a little patchy, so I edged it up so at least it's even. So yeah, that's a big change I've noticed overall, but especially in the last month or two. At first, when I started T, I did get a little bit of acne for a couple months here and there, but I pretty much don't get acne from it. I don't know why. I can't explain. I really don't know why. I don't do anything that particular with my face. I don't wash it that much. I don't have oily skin either, so that's probably part of it. But yeah, when I did get some acne, they were like knots, like that cystic like knots, and they'll be like right here. But I don't have any right now, and I usually don't have any. My voice has changed. I sure hope so. So let's do a comparison. That's like the funnest thing to do, just see how much change has happened. It's hard to tell when it's happening so slow to you, but when you look back on things, you're like, wow.
This is my voice pre-T.
This is my voice 6 months on T. Another big change is facial hair. I'm mostly just getting like this neck beard thing. I didn't have sideburns before, like they literally cut off here and they were like patchy. I don't know how to explain it, but they were like not there. So they're like coming down and down. I did shave less than a month ago, and this is what has grown back so far. I usually use Minox every day, but for the last month I haven't been, and it's been growing back a lot slower. But overall, since pre-T, I've gained everything here, like the neck beard thing I've gained, and the sideburns I've gained because I didn't used to have those. It kind of connects down here really, really lightly, but it's not really solid. My mustache came out of nowhere, obviously, because I didn't have a mustache pre-T. It was non-existent. I have got more here, but yeah, they're mostly like lighter color, I guess, especially because my hair isn't super dark. It's wet right now, so it looks darker, but yeah. I think my face has changed in shape. It's hard for me to say exactly what, but I'll pull up like a pre-T kind of thing to compare it to here. So like, there has been changes, definitely, and definitely the hairline changes make your face look pretty different and stuff like that. My eyebrows surprisingly haven't really gotten much thicker since starting T, maybe a little bit, but not particularly. So I started T at the end of December, like almost January. It was like the 28th or whatever, but I've pretty much been working out since then. I will admit that I took like all of February off, and I shouldn't have done that, but I was just depressed, so I did. And most of the time over the few months I've been working out, I was doing like 3 days a week about. I just recently switched to 5 days a week. Like in June, I just recently switched to it. But the 3 day a week, I was doing like full body. And now that I'm doing 5 day a week, I'm doing push pull legs. And ever since I switched, I've gained more like muscle in the last month than I have probably in the last few months before that, so just keep that in mind. But my measurements, I'm going to explain my measurements a little bit because they have changed since I started T and since I started, kind of working out alongside that. I'll start with my neck. I know this sounds funny, but my neck has grown an entire inch, like a whole inch, since I started T. And it's like, interesting, okay, cool, wow, your neck is growing. But yeah, I think it's cool. It looks more masculine than having like a really skinny neck or whatever. Around my shoulders, like the circumference from all the way around here has grown by 2 inches. It's like 45 inches now. It was like 43 in January, in the beginning of January. I want to note something. My chest, like, not like my chest, but like the female anatomy part of my chest has changed in the last 6 months. And I'm sure it's because I'm working out too, but it's gotten like less big and less like thick and full, like the tissue and or the fat on top. So my chest looks different, and which is good because like I would like it smaller for top surgery. Yes, I have top surgery next month, July 24th. So that's great, that's cool. Still working on that. My bicep since January has grown an entire inch around it. My thighs have gotten smaller around by about an inch, mostly on the lower thigh, like the area right above the knee and the middle area above that. I actually have lost an inch around like the belt line area where your belt would sit, and gained an inch like right here at the waist curve, like where it kind of dips in like femininely. It's grown an inch there, but minus an inch on the belt line below. So that's kind of like a redistribution and whatnot. For the most part, other parts of my body have remained very similar or the same. Measurements aren't always the best way to say this has changed. But what I notice more about my legs is the shape to them now, and just where they indent and where they pop out, where the muscles are. And same thing with my arms, especially my arms and my forearm. My forearm is the same 11 inches right here, but it looks so different. It feels different. Like, it just feels like muscles and pieces that weren't originally there. And especially my ass. Guys, my ass, okay, my ass has always been like really thick. You would know if you follow me on Instagram. Whatever, 6 months ago, if I flexed my ass and like pushed into it with my hand, I would still just feel like a bunch of fat. Like I couldn't feel the muscle even though it was flexing. And now if I flex it, I can feel like a hard layer of muscle through the fat. Like the fat has gotten a little thinner and the muscle has gotten more like harder and thicker, so it's easier to feel that. A big change I've noticed is that I've gotten more body hair, but that's kind of a given. My thighs were like quite literally bald, like just my calves would grow hair, and my thighs were like really, really bald, and they've grown hair there, and especially the belly area. I had a few belly hairs already pre-T, but like they're coming up here. They're like starting to get in the middle of my chest, but they're kind of like thinner there. They're on my chest here. There's a lot more that's got on my chest. They are lighter colored, but I think that's just because like I'm pale and like my body hair is light colored naturally. Like even on my legs it's like blonde. I think that's just why. But yeah, so I've gotten like some ass hair too, like some light peach fuzz on my ass cheeks. It's lovely. My arms haven't changed that much. There's a little bit different. Like they look thicker. They still look light colored, but they look thicker on my arms. But they still look bald. Like in a video you can't see any, like it looks like my arms are bald. I'm getting like these dark random shoulder hairs here, and I'm like random like kind of long ones like that, and I'm like, don't do that. We are not pulling out the trailer trash hairy shoulders. Nope, I will fucking wax it. So bottom growth in comparison to pre-T, it has grown a lot. Okay, pre-T, what I had wasn't big. Like it was small. Like it was probably below average small, like for that piece of anatomy. So it's definitely changed. It looks like a different, like it looks like a totally different body part in comparison. I actually like it. It originally, like a little bit before I started T, I was like, am I gonna like my bottom growth? I hope I like it. And honestly, I feel more of a connection with it than how it used to be. And I wish it was bigger. It's probably like yeah, they get hard. It's like it works like that. But I haven't like properly measured it, but I think it's like this part of my finger, like that. And similar girth as my thumb here. So that's how much it's grown. I get sweatier easier. I kind of get smellier easier. I'm assuming because I get sweatier easier and whatnot. In comparison to pre-T, that's a really big given. I have had virtually no sex drive change, and everybody is like complaining about how horny they get on tea, and that's honestly one of the things I really needed. I really needed it to come through for me with that, because like my sex drive is like almost non-existent. Like, I do sexual things because I think it's fun and because I want to. Like, not always my body wants to and my brain. Does that make sense? Like, I'll be like, I want to do this. Like, get horny. Fucking goddamn it. So, like, I do it. And it's not to say it's not fun because of it. I just think it would be funner if I would just... Tea would have helped me to just, you know, get randomly horny and be like in the moment, like, I want to have sex. Like, instead of my brain being like, we should do this just because it sounds fun. Does that make sense? But yeah, like, that's really, really weird that it didn't affect that about me, because that's one of the main things that it changes about people and, like, immediately changes. So I'm really, really confused about that. If anyone else has had this problem, or whatever you want to consider it, talk to me, like, comment down below, because I feel like such an outlier with it, and it is very upsetting, because like I said, it's something that I really wanted out of it. You know what, this process has really taught me that it's way slower than you expect. So if I can give anyone advice, anyone who's like wanting to start tea and they're looking for updates to check out other people, just know that it's so slow. It's slower than it seems. Like, a lot of the people on YouTube that you click are really popular, and they are popular because people see their thumbnail and they're like, wow, you changed so much. And it doesn't work that way for everybody. It really doesn't. Those people, a lot of people are posting because they're like, holy crap, I've changed a lot. I want to post about this. I'm confident about it, you know? So they post. And I hope y'all enjoyed my video. And if you are starting tea, or if you're already on tea and you're like looking for information, thank you for turning to my channel and coming to my videos to check that out. I really appreciate that, y'all. But you can definitely check out my website, my Instagram, keep up with that. And if you want, you can follow my Twitter. I'm around on there randomly. And yeah, really appreciate it. Thumbs up if you guys appreciate me posting and stuff. And feel free to comment whatever if you have any questions and whatnot. Like, I'm open to it. I'm chill as fuck. And yeah, peace, guys.